dealing with the frame. So my partner's got the good frame system on the inside. We're working the circular system, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to close the lasso up. So just stay there. So hands wide, the lasso is wide. Hands long, the lasso is closer. So you know, we're trying to make sure that the space that I'm working in, it doesn't allow my partner to move more directions, where this one that can kind of move left and right. So we're working on closing the lasso up. So from here, number one, we're flat. Okay, pick up the hand, and whether it's a gi or not, I can simply pick this up. Now the part that I see people do from here is when they switch back, so Elgin's frame becomes in the way, which allows him to create some space. Whether this is good or bad is irrelevant. There's kind of pros and cons. He's pushing me onto his hips, I'm onto his hips. More concerned about what I'm doing and less what he's doing. So the downfall is I've created a bigger space for my partner to move. I'm on the hips, so if he does bridge or hip escape, I'll move with him because I'm on the hips. So what I'm doing is as I pick it up, my hand turns, and I bring my hand to the side here. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring, even if the frame systems here has got a good frame system, pick it up, shoulder comes forward, put my head down. So I'm basically crushing the frame system, but my hip line isn't moving. So from here, my hip line's this angle, pick it up, shoulder, 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 head. Right. And now, as he pulls the hand to rescue the hand, we're going to go palm to palm and start to attack. So on this one here,
just start.
Sorry. On this one here, okay, no thumb. We're using that lever, so it's a structure. If we go fingers to fingers, there's a bend in the lever. So I'm trying to go here, right? And what I'm doing is, you think about this way, I'm not pushing the hand down, I'm rotating the hand in to make it weaker. So I am doing a wrist lock, right? But I've locked it in with this hand here. So, sorry, you're right, Elgin. So I'm rolling it in. It's pretty much have the ability to be able to lock it up. If you're stronger than me, I'll go to the Kimura and same deal, roll it in. So the system, pick up the arm, hand goes forward, head rolls off the side, switch, palm to palm.
What if I recover this hand before you, so I go back here?
Yeah, we'll do that next. Yeah. So most people are going to keep the frame system, but we'll do, what happens is the hand goes on the back side, not my backside, the backside. Don't get any ideas, mate. Yeah, okay. So from here, pick it up, hand, head, shoulders, palm to palm, lock it in. Right, sorry, I'm trying not to put it too hard. Okay. Make sure it's a straight system, and like any other Kimuras, I'm not trying to take the elbow down. What I'm trying to do, you're right there, because it's pretty tense, is I'm simply trying to roll the fingers underneath. So I'm not trying to move this anymore. Once it's locked in, I'm just trying I'm trying to take these fingers,
wrist lock.
Yeah, underneath. But because I've got a structure here, they can't, the only way they can pull it out is to kick the arm that way, which is what Elgin was saying. But if I'm palm to palm and he kicks it strong, yeah, it's a fairly strong mechanic for me. So, left hand, I like to pick, with the gi, just pick up the gi. Hand goes here, pick it up, switch, compress so it's nice and tight, palm to palm, lock it up, roll my whole body, bop, compress. From here, just take the fingers under. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Oh, okay. Pretty interesting concept, and it was more trial and error and less being taught it. So, and it's mainly pertains and relates to the smaller guys against the bigger people, the bigger, stronger people, and dealing with the inside frame. It's not the frame that I'm attacking, the frame that's on my hip line, which is arguably one of the biggest pains in the butt to deal with. Right, so Elgin, jump in. And I'm just gonna, we're gonna roll over the frame system, so head that way please, sir, thank you. And like this way, okay, so think about it this way. I'm gonna make this, so I'm just gonna move this hand out of the way just for now. So move around so you guys and girls can see. So a lot of time when I pick up the arm, if my partner's got decent jiu-jitsu, they're going to keep the elbow pinned to the ground, and the common misconception is that it doesn't actually have to be rolled over to protect it, the elbow's on the ground. So every time that I try to move it, my hips come up, which allows my partner to be able to slide under, roll me and move my weight, etc. So what we're going to do is this, we're going to form a table system and we're going to roll the table over the frame. And once again, we're attacking the wrist and the palm side of it, we're not attacking the forearm. So once I'm here, and I'll deal with this side in a second, is this, I do like to come to my knees. So the leg that's underneath goes straight, I like to come to my knees. And now what I do is I put my hip to compress on that side, nice and light. So think about it this way, right? The frame system, there's a structure here which is hard to compress, but there's no structure on that side. So I'm trying to roll that system in, right? But I'm rolling, I'm not coming on top of it. And the people most people see try and force through. So if Elton just leaves his hand just like that, what I'm doing is I'm underneath it, which is arguably good for me, but he still has inside vision, which is good for him. So I go, keep my legs straight and I come on top of it. So it's here. And this is still good for him, but once I collapse on that side of it, it's no good for him. I am going to come top over, but that's actually where I want to be. So instead of trying to force my way through the frame system, turn to your knees. So keep that leg straight, first of all. Turn to your knee, bring your knee in. Hand goes over, keep my legs straight. And like if you're like Elgin and old, if I drop my hip down, you're probably going to get the submission. If you're not flexible through the hands, you probably get submission. If not, you're going to crush the frame system. Most people are going to throw the hand onto that side through underneath. Yes, so like through that side to leave the paint like that. So let's just have a quick look. So from here, really nice and slow the system. Okay, so flat, he's got the frame, pick up the arm, boom, shoulder roll, palm. Okay, keep my legs straight, form the table system, so come up onto my knees, roll over the table system, come over the top. So this is a better way to finish the Kimura, this style Kimura, because I'm fully compressing my whole weight now onto that. It's not so good for the traditional Kimura, but for the wrist lock Kimura, this is a far better, like all my weight, and they're going to bridge me and pretty much bridge me onto that. So like I've got the Kimura system, so onto my knees, here, knees. Keep that leg straight and roll.
Yeah, it's not coming up on it.
Yeah, so they'll, to relieve the pressure here, they raise the hips and they actually throw my weight onto the wrist. Let's just say they're hyper flexible or very flexible. So you're quite flexible through the shoulders. Okay, let's have a look.
She was.
And slide down a little bit more for me. So I just go nice and slow. So Francis on the inside pushes, got a good coach that teaches good jiu-jitsu. Pick it up, turn, it's right here. So turn, it's right here. Up, compress, back, knee down, up, tabletop. Keep my legs straight, compress, walk around to the front to finish the wrist lock.
I didn't feel that.
No, that's what I said, you were young.
Oh,
But you thought that, right?
yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying is like some of the people that still have cartilages and ligaments attached and things like that as well. Right. So if you frame against me, right, like if I roll here, but use your frame. Thank you. You're actually putting me. So even if it's not tapping, you're going to bridge me. Yeah.
Okay.
So here, 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 roll, compress, bridge, and I just like to walk around the head. Like the top tomorrow. So you're putting me in a position, because I've locked the head, you can't track me. It's quite difficult for you.
No, that's like
Okay.
push you that way.
Sure.
No, that's what you want.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that I want you to throw me.
Okay. Can I push you back that way then?
Yeah. So here, boom. So push me backwards.
Oh my God.
You got nowhere to go. Like I've taken the frame system out. Sorry, okay?
Yeah.
The only way you can push is with the arm I'm attacking, so you don't really have a choice on that. Change buttons, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So Emma's dealing with, I have the frame system from this side here. And what's happening is I've started to beat, no, I'm not going to beat Emma, that's really bad. Been doing it for a long time. Okay, so from here, as I frame, I'll push your head to the side, but my hand's under. So I've done the correct frame system where my hand's not dangling out, my hand's underneath, which is really hard to attack. So Emma, instead of fighting it, Emma throws her head down in front of my head as hard as she can to block my frame. This is the hardest part about analysis. We're going to walk your hips into my hips to turn me and pop your knee. Now, your foot stays attached to my foot, so I can't catch a half guard or guard. This is really uncomfortable, and there's like a Von Fleek style choke here, which which makes this one, like thing. So I'm generally going to bridge. Because I'm turned to the side, as I plant my feet to bridge, come under and control. Now, this is the weirdest thing is, don't move, I want you to cook them. Right? So eventually they're going to try and move out, and you're going to get access to the Kimura, head arm choke, arm bar, whatever you want from here. So again, so it'll be that I've done the correct thing is, and I'm not bridging, so shark frame system, not palm up frame system, kick my legs, and like I'm shooting the underhook. Right, so Emma blocks it by putting her head here and crushes, so I can't get my arm through, and even if I do, it's kind of null and void. This is the part that makes it easy. If you don't turn my hips, I'm going to catch you into quarter guard or half guard. So when you turn my hips, my knee's now facing the wrong way. There's good pressure for me, and you trap it. So see how you've got the pin with the foot? So I can't catch the quarter guard or half guard. And in fact, 9 out of 10 times, people are going to open up and bridge to give you what you want. And now, as I'm turning, like I'm pretty much stuck here. So if you want to submit them, you have to give them a little bit of space, because I can't get my hands out. If you don't want to submit them, just cook them, right? Keep cooking, keep cooking, keep cooking, and eventually I'm going to do something stupid, and your arm's going to pop out to attack or whatever like that. You don't have to attack. You're a mount. You can just stay here. If it's points, if it's submission only, right? Go like cook them, and make sure they do something stupid to attack. If it's AF and IF, BJJ, get to mount, just cook them, stay there. You're not going to get penalised for not moving on mounts, as long as you're actively holding the mount. Right, okay. So there's a kind of new rule, which is kind of bizarre. Like, if Emma gets mount on me, and and I'm giving up and I can't move, and I kind of do the whole, what's the point? I'm going to get disqualified for failure to fight. So if I just go what's the point of fighting anymore? I will get disqualified because I'm failure to engage in the fight. Jump into my guard. It was a really interesting thing that happened was, it was a penalty. So I can't remember who it was, but the person here had the collar, threw the collar underneath, and the person in my position was trying to, and kind of went like this to the referee. The person here got penalised because they stopped fighting. They're instead of penalty for stalling, because this person gave up, what's the point, like that. So, okay, penalty, and then if you don't continue to move, you'll get the penalty. But if I don't continue to be active, I'll get disqualified for failure to become engaged in the combat. So it's
So it's kind of like a similar aspect to running out when someone's trying.
Yeah, like you're trying to get that tack down, the person just keeps running out of bounds, whatever like that. Penalty
Not
for failure to engage. And then you're there to fight jiu-jitsu, not do a friggin' marathon around the edge of the mats, So what I mean? So there's pros and cons. So just let me reiterate just with that again is, so I frame Emma head smashes to the side, keep your head super tight, walk your hips into my hips, knee smashes over, come over the top from here, boom, as I bridge here. As long as I'm active, you've got the good position from here. I do like this arm, so I do like to attack this arm and attach myself to this arm. And I've done the thing where we just simply roll off that side, so we hold the arm, roll off that side, and get the Kimura on that arm as well. So, there's quite a few, like a Mia bar kind of thing, so there's quite a few attacks if I do want to be lazy. The thing I like about that is if it doesn't work, I just step back up onto mount, I'm not losing anything. Okay, head drive, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Stay. Turn the hips. Right, connect the hips that way, please. Right, so it'll be based on a couple of things. Whether my partner's knees are facing me, whether the hips are up, or whether they're bridging. So there's a couple of factors that comes into play. Okay, so pick up the arm, frame system comes in, head goes in nice and tight for me. So what I like to do for me is I like to bring my feet in, and I like to go behind the hip line, so I kind of bring my knee over. So head here. I like to bring my myself behind the hip line, and I'm kind of like on this position here. And I just keep balance. So my partner bridges or moves, whatever like that. I'm always on the inside, so it's very hard for them to recover. And only when they turn away. So I'll keep the pressure here, and I'll keep the pressure here. Lift. It's not sliding. Lift. Just come across. And I can kind of play the game to see. If I like is I can use that to tip, and now I take my foot out, so I turn. There's a lot of pressure onto the head. So now see that's trying to catch a quarter half arm. It's so it's really hard. Even if it catches that, keep your foot flat, keep going to it. So I kind of ride that position a little bit because I'm not losing the position. The hand that they need to push me is taken out of the equation. So if they use that hand to push me to mount, I don't want them to push me this way, so that's why I have to have the underhook on that side. There's no right or wrong, it's kind of like playing the game and feeling it. I do like to kind of just test the waters a couple of times to see whether they're going to throw me into the quarter guard or not. But it's better if the knees are facing away from me to step over. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Thank with that. Appreciate it.
Head facing that way, head smash Kimura, real simple. Right, okay, so. Frame system's in, and I'm having trouble getting the frame system, so I'm going to crush this hand instead. So this hand crushes, and all I'm doing is I'm pinning it to the inside. I'm not trying to take it to the outside, I'm simply trying to pin it to the inside. The key on this one, my hips have to stay. That I can't roll my hips forward, I can't roll my hips backwards. This is the hardest part about the move, because everyone's going to want to rock and roll, but you've got to keep your hips up. So that way, let me explain. So it's like I'm using my body to clear the snow field. If it's here, the snow goes up. If it's here, the snow goes down. So I've got to keep my hip line straight up. We're coined it keeping the monkey behind the glass, so the glass panel stays here, and we keep the monkey behind the glass. You look very confuzed.
I'm just trying to.
You've never seen snow?
Yes, I
Okay, right, so crush. Here, walk the head. Come on.
So you step over.
Yeah. Crush. Here.
I can't tell.
Alright, fast. Yeah, straight onto the wrist lock.
Pressure's going that way.
So, the frame system. Okay. Punch. Now, if I'm here, when you punch it, I roll. So if I'm here, you punch, pumps. Up. Well, thank you. You just isolate your arm. Yeah. So most people are going to try and ghost escape. But because the arm's fully isolated, there's nowhere to go. So
You're keeping the hand pressed to the
yeah, so that's what my hips. That's why if I roll this way, the hand can punch through left and punch through right. If I roll this way, the frame system's better for him. So when it's here and I'm hip on, and I've got this really nice crush system. Thank you.
and then crushing them. This
Yeah,
wrist.
and now I'm going to go slow. Walk, walk, crush the head. And 9 out of 10 times, people are going to go, get off me.
Because I want to try to.
Yeah, turn that way. So, crush, pin, yeah, got it. Back cushion. The hand goes, as I'm pinning, the hand goes to that side over here. Thumb goes in, forearm choke. They can't defend it.
So
if I'm here,
Okay.
because it's this angle, and like, you know, here, if you bridge me forward, I'm in the throat. See, but this is what this is. So if Elton takes a hand behind my back, hand behind my back. What'd you say?
That's designed for all the pressure to go that way.
Yep. What's your hand?
Because in the fight approaches statement, because I'm going to have to go that way. I'm just stretching the arm out.
Yep, you give me the head. Let's go, guys. Head crush, Kimura, last one.